Here we go. We're going to touch on a few different points tonight. So first point that we want to touch on, it is February. We still have February, March, and April left to bonuses. And one big thing, like we just want to recap bonuses in general. And I know there's going to be so much that is going to be gone over tonight, as tonight's MMM is actually going to be the Sunday huddle because we didn't do one yesterday. So Court is going to be doing a Sunday huddle tonight to kick off February. But we want to do a quick recap of bonuses and a huge stressor that we should be putting on our content when it comes to, yes, sorry, going, wait, where's your name? My co-host, boom, okay, done. So in regards to bonuses, it's February 1st. We're in a new month. Want to go over the requirements so we do not get to the end of the month and people are like, oh my God, I forgot to do X, Y, and Z, and now I have 45 minutes until it's March 1st to get this done. So with bonuses on the table, if you are new, maybe you have been here since January 7th when these bonuses had launched, we have rank advancement bonuses on the table. What does that mean? When you reach a new rank for the very first time, you get that as a cash bonus that is paid out over a certain amount of time. But there's also override bonuses, right? So the biggest question that has been, I think, just asked team-wide is, what do the 10 free customer accounts stand for? What does that mean, and do I need it? I will say, as a person in business, just anyone here on this Zoom within this organization, my viewpoint on it is you should be striving for 10 new customer profiles every single month, whether that is a new ordering, like someone that created their customer profile and ordered something, or you sent them a trial. So, but what this actually applies to is 10 free customer profiles gets you qualified to receive an override bonus, which happens when a personally enrolled promoter on your team hits a new rank. I want to give you an example. So let's say I have a personally enrolled promoter that for the first time reaches 4K. They reach 4K. How do I, as the promoter that enrolled them, receive the override bonus? I need 10 new customer accounts created within the month that they hit it. If I don't, I'm missing out on an override bonus. Do not look this over. Do not look this over. What is it like? Let's say you have one person on your team that hits 4K that you personally enrolled. You receive a $400 bonus. Why would you leave that on the table? Because you did not create 10 free customer profiles in the month of January, February, March, or April. So that is a huge stressor that we have on our mind. Not stressor, but that is what we are pushing for. Like, why not accomplish that right now on the 1st, the 2nd, or the 3rd of the month to have it done with? That way you don't have to worry about it and scurry like a chicken with your head cut off come February 28th saying, oh shit, I didn't create 10 free customer profiles. I had one person, 2 people, 3 people, 10 people, 15 people on my team receive a new rank advancement bonus. You're leaving so much money on the table because we didn't take care of 10 free customer profiles. So with that being said, one piece of content that we can throw out on the table right now, I know I made there's a bunch of people, a lot of us have already made a post about it, as far as, handing out 10 free 3-day trials. If you don't have 10 free ones, or let's say you have credits and you got credits this month, they become available for you to use as of midnight tonight. So February 2nd, you have credits pending in your account on the 1st of every month based upon the total of your 2 highest customer orders from the previous month. You can use them as of midnight. You can use your credits to grab samples through the cloud office to send out to people. I know for like myself, I have a bunch of extra product on hand that I can go ahead and send out to people. Do we necessarily hand out free trials all the time? No, but some people are hesitant. Some people are curious. Some people are afraid to ask the question to get those 10 free customer profiles created, even if it's not putting a sample in their hand. Maybe it's making a post along the lines of, if you could thrive for free, would you? Right? Something along the lines of that. Doing like a Q&A kind of thing. And people comment like, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Guess what? Talk to them, create them a free customer profile. Let them know you're creating them one, rather than just saying, can I have your first name, last name, email, and phone number, and then you're like, okay, bye, peace, and then you dip out like on that relationship. But really just wanted to stress that is one, I mean, that is something that I do probably like 3 times a month, if that, where I do like, you can do a freebie Friday, you can do, I've got 10, I've got 5, whatever the case may be, but you do need those 10 free customer accounts, whether they are purchasing in the month of February, but it has to be created. Their account has to be created in the month of February. Britt, did you have any more that you wanted to add on to that?
No, I did speak to one of my promoters today, and she was like, well, I'm afraid to reach out to people. And I'm like, people are watching you anyways, right? I can tell you right now, when I gathered mine, I did mine in less than like maybe 10 minutes. And it was very easy because I reached out to the people who I knew had been watching me. Okay. So guys, keep in mind, people are watching you, right? They want to be able to try our products, especially if you're coming to them and you're saying, hey, let me help you. What I have is a 3-day sample pack, and all I want is your honest feedback. How simple is that, guys? And I know that Katie and I, before this meeting started, we talked about timing of everything. Guys, I absolutely adore you guys, hands down. But I'm going to be very frank with you. Today is not a day to go out there and say, oh, are you going to have crunchy tacos or soft tacos, right? It's a new month, guys. And I think a lot of times we fall short because we don't prepare. We don't know what to post. And I can tell you right now that does nothing, post like that does nothing for your business, for your audience, right? If you're hyped up for the beginning of the month, your audience should know that you are hyped up to begin this new month. Your audience should not figure out or try to figure out what you're having for dinner. Because honestly, I don't give a crap what my family eats tonight. It's a brand new month and we're rocking and rolling, right? And so you guys have to keep in mind on what you post and timing of your post, okay? And so when we go into our chats and we give you guys advice or details to throw out for your post for the day, it's not to control you guys. It's to show you guys what's actually working and what we should focus on at this time. And right now, guys, it's those 10 free accounts. Katie and I, we talked about this. We were so guilty of this last night because we didn't know that half of our teams did not have those 10 free accounts created. Why? Because we're running around like chickens with our heads cut off and we're not paying attention to the details. Guys, I want you to make sure that you're making smart business decisions by going now to create those 10 free accounts so the rest of these days you can just run, right? Now all you're doing is plugging people in, you're following back up, and you're doing that work that you don't have to do come February the 28th, okay? I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is going to be a very, very high stressor for me. We need to go hard. We need to go hard now. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat right now, and we can go over them. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what to post and how to post it, okay? So today, I gave my team a challenge to go out and get 10 free somebody is trying to get in. Hold on. I gave my team a task to get those 10 free customer profiles. Okay, guys, it's very simple. Either you can take a picture either with your products, you can do a curiosity post, or you can do something that's going to grab people's attention to say, hey, I want in. Okay, so me personally, I packaged up all 12 of mine, put them in a box, and I had my husband take a picture of me with that. Okay, so guys, when you make your post, talk about what you're giving out. You don't have to go into details like, oh, I have vitamin A, B, C, D. Nobody cares. Okay, what people care about is what you have, and I'm going to call mine either sample packs, happy packs, or Thrive 3-day sample packs. Okay, leave it up to them to figure out what it is you have in this package. If they follow you, great. They know. If they don't, guess what? People like free crap, right? So when you make your posts, guys, take your pictures, make sure it's nice, clear, bright. People can see exactly what it is that you have. And then you take your picture, and with your caption, guys, you put it out there on, hey, grab a sample pack, or you can leave some type of call to action. I know Katie has some wording on hers that we talked about before. I'm going to read mine, but Katie, you can go ahead and read yours while I get mine up.
Of my, of a trial post?
Yes.
I did a fun one today, dude. I did a TikTok, and like, you know, where like people are doing the, and they're like, oh, shaking their booty. And I'm like, I'm Flat Stanley over here. I can't bust it. So I'm going to make it into a trial song. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me bust out some trials, man. And I did it as a transition. I tied in my pillar, like one of my pillars into it. One of my pillars is sobriety. So I related it to the fact that I went from being an alcoholic and then I turned to a coffee pot and I couldn't function without coffee. And now I'm 14 months coffee free. And it's all because I found a better way with my 3 steps. Comment info below for a free trial. And that's what I did for mine. I made it into a fun video. And then I kind of avoided the algorithm in the sense of putting like free in a written post. I put a little blurb up above it. And I think I put, what I put in it? I know the wording that I put in the video. And then in the post, what I did was I put, when I say it can change your life, I quite literally mean it. 14 months later and it's still working. There is a better way and we're creating a movement. And with the challenge, I just said, replace my coffee with 3 steps, all day energy in 8 minutes, follow and drop info below to grab your free trial.
Hey, Katie, on this question here, Galaxy A20, what is your name? I'm going to tell you right now, if you've been on here, you know that we like to grow our audience. And so if you are pretty much, okay, Tiffany, I'm going to be pretty just flat out. How are you growing your audience every single day? Are you adding new people? And I can tell you, if you serve up value every single day, it won't be spammy at all. Okay. And I can tell you, yes.
Can I say, Britt, is that okay?
Yes.
So here's the thing. You're not spammy if you can't help people. It's all about your intention behind this. You are not, like for instance, today, and I know Katie did this, I know Britt did this, I'm not trying to get anything. I'm trying to send people free product. That's not spammy. So change your mindset. If you, and not just Tiff, anybody who is afraid to post blatantly like that, here's why. You're not getting anything out of that. You're not. You are literally, for me, I'm not charging. I have 10 packs sitting right over here on my assistant's desk, and I have 10 addresses that are going to go on those tomorrow. And that is me mailing something that changed my life out to 10 people for free 99. To me, that's not spammy. To me, that gets me in my freaking gut. That gets me in my feels. Why? Because I am so damn passionate about what I have and what I do, and I'm offering something to somebody, and somebody is choosing to comment. Or if it's someone that has asked me a bunch of questions and I'm following up going, hey, I know we talked in the past, I'm mailing out sample packs today. There's no catch. I'm literally giving them something. So you have to remember that you are a person first, and you have to remember what is your intention behind what you're doing. My intention behind sampling people, I made it to 200K by sampling, okay? But my intention behind sampling is to give somebody an experience, and then they can go make their own decision, because I want them to know what this feels like. That's my intention behind sampling. And so if that's your intention, that's pure and that's authentic, and that to me is invaluable and far from spammy. So switch your mindset. I sampled my way to 200K. I have my 10 accounts. I'm done for the month meeting that qualification, but I'm done sampling. I'm not spammy. I run a multi-million-dollar business. And so you have to give them a reason to interact with you. Give them a reason, give them a way to show you. You can, if it's somebody that watches your story, but I'm not just going for everyone that's liked my stuff. I am looking for a pattern in behavior, and that happens over time. That doesn't happen with one post, right? That's why this is so important, to be consistent with your sampling. I cannot say that enough, and it's something that I have like whooped my own ass for and gone, hello, like you've got to put this back into your routine, right? So give people a chance to give you their input. And once they do, another great thing that Katie was talking about, Britt was talking about is, you know, scrap the whole Taco Tuesday, soft or hard shell. A great way to do this is on your stories. Ask people, are you a napper or do you have energy? Do you want to lose weight? But like, give them a place to use their voice that has something to do with health and wellness, so you have an in. You want people to give you an opening to bring it up. You don't want to knock on their door and say, open your door, I want to sell you something. You want to give them an in by the value you serve up on your story. So versus, like, I'm guilty too as charged, because I straight up put on my story today like pizza or tacos, so guilty as charged. And thinking back, what could I have done? Easy. It's the first of the month. I could have put up, does this relate to you? I'm always tired, yes or no. I need energy, yes or no. You know what I mean? So look for opportunities for people to tell you their why. And guess what? I have a bunch of to serve up now, to packaged up over on that table, and I'm proud of that. Okay, I hope that helps. Sorry, just wanted to add that. Bye.
I'm going to spin off of that too. I'm just catching up on the chat really quick, but to go back up a little bit as far as what I message people who have been continuously watching my stories, I want to give you a spin on this rather than just saying, hey, I'm handing out free 3-day trials. Do you want one today? I would spin it in the sense, and just like Court was saying, be human. Be human. Like, and this often, like, I am guilty of it, right? We've been doing this for almost 5 years. So guilty of it. I push being a human aside, and all of a sudden I become a robot to business. Like, it's only business, product. And I forget to be a human. So don't forget that while going through your journey and walking your path and experiencing all the things, to remember. And that might sound, be like, yeah, I am human, like, I understand. But in all honesty, where if I'm going to have a conversation with someone, if I know, like, I'm literally playing a name. Let's say I know that Haley was watching my stuff for a while, right? She's watching my stuff. She's watching my videos. She's loving on my posts. She's doing this. Like, I see her interacting with me. I know she's watching. I know she's following. And there's a day where I'm handing out free trials. I would message her in the sense of coming from a place where I say, hey, Haley, listen, I just want to show you some appreciation and some love for, walking this walk with me, supporting me along the way, loving on my posts, interacting with it. I would love for you to experience what I've been experiencing these past 14 months. Do you mind if I send you a free 3-day trial so you can experience it as well, just as like saying thank you from me to you? That's flipping it around. That's not spammy. That's leading with your heart. That's leading with, the purpose that you feel within these 3 steps, and that purpose that you're trying to bring to other people. So that is how I would flip it in a message. If I were going to do that, that's how I would say it. Approaching it from a place of kindness and appreciation and saying, I want to gift you with something, not do you want that? I could type it. I should have like voice memoed that, and like that way it wrote out. I can type it out. Maybe I can type it out here. Just, and make it you too. Make it you to where, literally saying, hey, so-and-so, show your appreciation. I wanted to reach out and say thank you for supporting me along this journey. I see you loving on my posts. I see you commenting on them, and that means the world to me. I wanted to say thank you and gift you with the same experience that I got 14 months ago, or however long it's been since you've tried these 3 steps, right? Do you mind if I send you a little free gift in the mail? Boom, done.
Hey, Katie, also to add to that, guys, not everybody is like working out in the gym, but you guys know people are still like their new year, new me. One girl that I reached out to last night, it was very simple. This is what I told her. I said, hey, girl, I see you're back in the gym, and oh my gosh, you look so freaking good. I'm going to actually send you a 3-day sample pack to help you with your workouts, and all I want is your honest opinion. How does that sound? She was like, yeah, great. I said, perfect. All I need is your email address, your mailing address, and your phone number. Boom. Like that was like very simple, very easy. And guys, I can tell you right now, the moment, like Katie said, like the moment that you bring it back to them and show them like, hey, I see you, that right there means the world to people. And it was simple, like, hey girl, I see you're back in the gym, right? Oh my gosh, you look so amazing. Keep that in mind, guys. If you have anybody that's right now working out, I think it just clicked. Okay.
like she's like, oh wait, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
what clicked?
Yeah.
But keep in mind, guys, like if you see somebody that's out there in the gym, they're like if they're trying their best to keep up with their new year, new me, like acknowledge that, right? Those are people who can benefit from those 3 steps. And like where it said, like you're back serving them just to show them like, hey, I see you. I see you.
So now that we've gotten that all out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into some content stuff, how to shape, and what we normally touch on the informative pieces of our content. We also want to tap into a little bit explaining, especially since this team is growing at a rapid rate, right? I mean, it's always growing, but it's like rapid rate mode again. What exactly our 3 posts are. It's 3 I's: inspiration, interactive, informative. What does that even mean? How do you even post about it? And again, this is gonna sound repetitive, but I will tell you, you will see a big shift in your community. You will see a big shift in your connection when you are speaking through your pillars. Again, we are really like we're being human. We're not just leading with 3 steps. We're not just leading with business. We are sharing our story along the way. And I will tell you that this whole journey, this whole batch posting, this whole creating content is it's a self-development journey. It's very hard to write content when you don't know who you are. And I say that from a kind heart. I don't say that in a rude way. I experienced that quite some time ago. Literally just had like another eye-opening moment as to where I should be, like what I should be creating my content around and how to shape it, how to form it. You will see that change over time as you develop as a person. But if you are not self-developing, that is why it is hard as hell for you to create content. It is so hard to create something that you cannot speak truthfully to. And it literally feels like you're trying to pull teeth out of the back of your mouth by yourself. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. That wasn't a good analogy, but it's very, very, very hard. So if you find yourself struggling with creating content, if you find yourself, it's hard to make it natural. It's hard to speak into something about your life. It's hard to create 5 pillars. And I'm not shocked because I know I ran into the same thing where someone said, what are 5 things? And I want people to drop them down below here in case there's people that are new. 5 pillars. List your 5 pillars in the comments below. What are your 5 pillars or 5 things about you that make you you as a person, right? Who's Alyssa, who's Jennifer, who's Casey, who's Alexis, who's Taylor, who's Jen, who's Yanel, who's Jessica? Like, who are you outside of your 3 steps in your business? And I want you to pay attention to the chat, because if you do not have 5 distinct pillars that you can speak from and that you can speak into, you're going to have a very hard time finding your target audience. You're going to have like, I was actually on a one-on-one, gosh, I think it was Friday, right? And it was on one-on-ones before that. I cannot sit here and talk about products and be like, hey, you tired mom, listen, you with actual humans that run around your house, this would be great for you. You need these 3 steps. Katie, you don't have kids. Yes, it could help moms, but I don't have kids. I don't know that life, right? So saying that this product works for anyone and everybody, yes, it is. Yes, it does. But you need to speak to your target audience.
Hey, Katie, real quick, Katera, I saw your comments in the chat and I want you to try to turn that around. That's not who you are. That's what you're like maybe going through, but that's not who you are. So I want you to dig a little bit deeper into, there you go. Okay. All right. Yeah. And when you talk about that, lead with that you are someone who's an advocate for people that suffer with those issues. Okay. I never want you guys to lead with anything that's not like negative, because trust me, I'm postpartum depression all day long, right? But that's not who I am. Like, I dealt with that, but I've overcome that, right? So I talk about me and how I've been able to overcome that. And so it's easier for me to relate to a mama who's been through that, like Katie is saying. Like, if I've never been through that, I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, girl, I completely understand, right? Because I wouldn't understand. So keep that in mind, guys, and make sure that it's all positive, and that you're keeping that light, and dig deep. Dig deep. Like, I know we said, like, oh, I'm a mom, but like, I'm a boy mom, I'm a baseball mom. Like, I dig a little bit deeper, because if you go to just a boy moms group, that may not be your thing. Like, this mom group may have like a bunch of 10-year-olds or a bunch of 17-year-olds, you know what I mean? So dig a little bit deeper, guys, into your pillars.
I love all of these. I love all, and just like Brett said, flip it, right? I saw a few where it came to body image. I saw a few where it came to, you know, if it's something that you're struggling with, what is the positive side that you are sharing with people? Is it self-development, right? Is it how to combat negative self-talk? Is it how to combat negative, you know, body image, right? You are not a negative, you are a positive, and that is the light that you are bringing to other people. So when you're creating your content, we really want you to look at these. We want you to look at these pillars and think, how can I tie in my product in my business? If you are a parent, right, and you have human children, right, how do your 3 steps help you when it comes to being a mom or a dad? How does your like, what do you see as your vision for your business? Where do you see it going? A big thing for this too is having a vision. If you have no vision, what are you working towards? If you have no vision, what are you working towards? And that is the vision that you want to share with people. That is that hope that you want to bring to the table. That is showing other people in your same shoes, people in your same pillars, people who live a similar lifestyle to you, that, hey, this is possible and we can run towards this together. Hey, this is possible. We can achieve this together. So let's go ahead. Now that if you didn't have pillars before, go through that chat, look at everything that is in there, and spark some ideas of your own. I will say my pillars have changed over time. As life has changed, as I have changed, my pillars have changed, and that's fine. But speak into who you are right now. Speak into what you're experiencing right now. People can't relate to your future self, and people, like, when we're not bringing back our past self, right? We've been there, done that. It's there. It's not here. So let's go ahead and let's talk into our Sunday through Saturday lineup. If you have not done this already, I know for some of us this is repeat, but go into Beyond a Million. If you have not at least glanced at the unit section, please do. Please do. I don't say that because we think it's like the holy grail and it's perfect and it's like the secret to being successful in network marketing, but there's a lot of good tips. There's a lot of good tools in there. I know some often questions come up and it's like, hey, go to this unit and Beyond a Million. But if it's unit 5 in the posting section, 3 graphics that we work off of. So the reason why I say become familiar with it is so you know what the heck we're talking about when we mention that here in batch posting. There are 3 graphics. One is for your pillars. One is for your posting schedule. One is a customer and promoter T-chart. There's a full explanation in the description. 3 photos that you can literally save to your phone and add text to it to make it your own. Yeah, if you go to Beyond a Million, in the top, like as soon as you get to the page, as soon as you open up Beyond a Million, there is a units tab at the top. It's a gray little circular bubble. In the units section, there are 6 units in total. This is in unit 5. So if you scroll down to social media for your business, so again, here it is. Here's your group, and play around in the team page too. Figure out how to navigate through it. Go to units. Scroll down to unit 5 and which I was talking about. Unit 5 posting, the graphics are in there. Graphics are in there. There's interaction. Here they are. All of those graphics right there that are made, that's what we are referencing. So that's where you can find it. That's what we're going to work off of. So let's, where you want to bounce back and forth, and we can go, we can do a quick through Sunday through Saturday.
Yes.
You want to start it off?
Sure. Are we going to start on Sunday?
Sure.
Or you want to start How about we start for tomorrow and then we like just work our way back around? Okay, tomorrow, Tuesday, payday. Great, right? So here we go, guys. I tell you all the time, I don't care how much your paycheck is, right? I don't care if it's 20 bucks, well, at least 25 bucks, or if it's 500 bucks. Guys, people need to know what that check is doing for you and your family. I want you guys to get out of the habit of saying, oh, life is so great, come join my team, right? People cannot relate to that, like Katie just said. What people can relate to is you've been able to do something for your family on payday. You've been able to put gas in your car on payday. First of the month, you've been able to pay a bill on payday. Guys, I have done so many one-on-ones where people are lacking the connection with their audience because they are so afraid to open up and talk about what it is that they want people to know. Every day is not sunshine and roses, right? But I can tell you right now, you can give somebody hope. And I want you guys to stop right now on Tuesday. Our credits roll. Yeah, that's great, Patricia. I want you guys to focus though on payday because I know a lot of mamas, a lot of women, they right now, like money is pretty much at our hands, like right here. We just gotta go get it, right? So I want you guys to come up with a post with a tagline that's going to hold weight. Okay, something that's gonna like blow somebody's mind by this tagline. And it doesn't have to be a long drawn out post, guys. We tell you guys this all the time. It can be something very simple. Your tagline can be, damn, it feels good to get paid, right? Simple. But then you can talk about what you're doing with that pay. Okay, so you don't have to use that. You can come up with your own tagline. You don't have to cuss like I did, okay? But you can come up with your own tagline, guys, to where it can hold weight and show people the value in what we have every single week on a Tuesday. My audience knows every single Tuesday I get paid. They do. I don't miss a Tuesday to where I don't post about my pay, okay? So I want you guys, if you need some ideas on some taglines, let me know. But let's take the next 5 minutes and work on a post for tomorrow's pay. So guys, real quick, I want to show you real quick what I have in my notes. I wrote this on our way to Houston yesterday. I was trying to, work a little bit ahead of pace. I put breathe in, breathe out. You got to be willing to see the bigger picture. That's all I like. That was my tagline. So tomorrow I'm going to expand on that, where you got to see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture for me is going to be me taking a picture of doing something to where I can talk about my pay. How do I take advantage since I'm new? Talk about the fact that we are able to be to receive a weekly pay. If you're new, you can say the fact that my company is able to pay us out every Tuesday is one of the reasons why I said yes to this business. Okay, and then you can expand on that. You can say, yep, how you're at, yep. Yeah, those are all good. Thank you, Katie. So y'all don't steal my post, okay? But this is what it's gonna say. This is what I have so far. It says, breathe in, breathe out. You gotta be willing to see the bigger picture. The picture that says, girl, you deserve so much more. It's okay to be a little scared. Open up, make the mistakes. I probably take that part off because it doesn't go with like what I'm trying to say. But I can tell you that that's gonna be my beginning part. the picture that says, girl, you deserve so much more. Okay. And then from there, I'm going to expand on that.
And while you guys are writing, I do want to add in, as you are writing this informative post, I want to give 2 different ideas that you can use as inspiration and interactive when it comes to shaping your content. If you have a theme of the day, we suggest sticking with the theme of the day. That way you're prepping your audience for something at the end of the night, right? So waking up, posting an inspirational post and making it a picture of you or a picture of you and your family, and it's some sort of financial abundance quote, right? And then your interactive quote could be something along the lines of, I've made posts where I've asked people, are you in the, network marketing industry? Yes or no. Have you ever done it before? Yes or no. I've asked people where, I've asked, do they have a college, like, did they go to college? And if so, what for? And then when I was making my payday post, I was saying how, like, I did this and I didn't need my degree to do so. Had a degree, but now I'm making more money, right? And than when I was with a 4-year degree. So I just want to throw out the idea, keep in mind what you're making this post about to then shape, okay, my inspiration. I'm not going to make my inspiration about like going on vacation unless I'm making like a vacation post, right? At the end, just so it flows. It makes it a lot easier to think of a inspirational and interactive post that is relating to this longer story that you are forming. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Wednesday. If you didn't finish this idea that you have written down, just because we have 20 minutes left. So Wednesday, you pick what you want to talk about on Wednesdays. I know for myself, I like to talk about the wellness side of it. Now, again, I am not going to sit here and just say like, here's my sale, buy my 3 sips, here's my sale. I am going to speak into a story. So again, look at your pillars, right? I want to help in regards to how these pillars serve you and how you can create content with it. So you're looking at your pillars. I know for myself, like I know a big thing I want to tap into is my sober pillar. So I'm going to think of it in the sense of, okay, well, when I got sober, I gained a bunch of weight, right? And then like a year and a half later, then I lost a bunch of weight. I used to fluctuate with my weight a ton with the struggle between like food and body image, right? So I'm going to tap into that food and body image struggle because it's Wellness Wednesday, but I'm also going to relate it back to a pillar, how I experienced it along that journey. And then I'm going to provide them with a solution to where this is where we are creating attraction marketing. We are not giving it all away without being like, it was my 3 steps. It's $140. Like every single day is not a sale day. Because otherwise people just feel like they're being sold to instead of being like, it's that like, know, and trust factor. So your pillars, pick a pillar, pick a story, think about a story that you can relate to in regards to a Wellness Wednesday post, and tell a story. So whether that is food and body image, and maybe there was a point where your body was like lacking everything that you need, like that it needed, and you didn't feel like you were yourself, and going day to day was just exhausting, and your days kind of meshed into one, and you don't even know what day it is, but you knew you hated Mondays or something along the line of that. Or we're talking about Wednesday and we're like, oh, it's only halfway through the week because we're exhausted at that point, right? But speak into your story. It is very hard, and it doesn't serve your community either when you are taking someone else's story and like putting your name on it, if that's making sense. So if you guys have questions about that, again, Wellness Wednesday, pick a pillar, think about where you struggled with, with wellness in general. I feel like a lot of people, or maybe I can speak only for myself, we have struggled at one point or another, whether it was being exhausted, fluctuating in weight, wanting to be at one certain point, but like we couldn't get there and we couldn't maintain it. So let's speak into that for Wellness Wednesday. Again, sharing that story and how you found, this is where I would end a story with, thank God I found a way out for, 15 months ago now. Like, thank God I found another way. And I'm not telling them that I found the 3 steps, but I'm telling them I found a better way of going day to day and actually feeling good about myself and feeling confident 15 months ago because I switched something up. But I'm not telling them when I switched up, right? That attraction marketing piece. So let's take a few minutes and tap into that while we are doing that. Again, inspiration. How can you do that when it comes to inspiration? This is where I'm going to pick like a confidence post, right? Like some sort of confidence inspiration where I'm going to either put it on a blank background on Facebook, or I'm going to put a picture with myself. And I'm going to speak into like body positivity or like body confidence or something along the lines of that. And then when it comes to like an interactive post, this is where I'll ask people like, oh gosh, for Wellness Wednesday or Happy Hump Day or something like that, something to do with Wednesday, right? But making sure that it's related to your informative post. It just helps, I don't know, at least it helps my brain flow better. I don't have to think of 3 completely different topics. I'm keeping it along the same lines. forever have that song stuck in my head. I'm just like singing, bust it, bust it. It's bad. I got nothing to bust, man. Nothing.
On that note, are we off for Thursday now? Because if we are,
Please do.
right on over to Thursday, guys. This is what happens when Katie does too many TikToks, okay? So Thursdays, guys, I want you guys to talk about, so she did wellness, right? Did you do wellness? Bust a 3-day sample pack. Don't give her any ideas, Melinda. Don't give her any ideas.
I didn't really bust it though. I just. That's it.
Can y'all hear me? My internet, like everybody is like frozen.
You're
Y'all
good.
can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just keep going, although like everybody is frozen. Yes, but you are frozen. Okay, so right along over to Thursday, guys. I want you, I tend to do like a transformation Thursday only because, why is Courtney frozen with the thumbs up right now? Did she just do that recently? Oh, listen, Linda. Okay, so I'm gonna take a picture of what she looks like so y'all can see.
She flat out just holding that pose now. She's gonna be stuck there.
I hate her. So, anyways, guys, I want to do Transformation Thursday only because I feel like everybody gets paid. Well, not everybody. Most of the people in America gets paid on what? Friday, right? So you want to present them with something that can serve up value so that they can be like, okay, you know what, girl, I get paid tomorrow. Let's go, right? I tend to post, I think, a pretty bomb before and after photo. May not be bomb to everybody else, but to me it is. I tend to do a before and after photo, right? If you guys say like, oh, I don't have a good before and after photo, or I can't find any pictures, guys, you can do a picture of just like your face, like your glow up. I can tell you, if I just took a picture of just my face from now, you know, to where I was 2 years ago before I said yes, it would be a for real glow up, right? But I'm also going to talk about that on my stories. I'm going to get people prepared for Friday. That's my main purpose on Thursdays, to prepare my audience for Friday. So I know we have a bunch of before and after photos. Katie just did a new spot for the before and after photos that we can go and update to. But guys, go in there and grab some pictures. The best thing I like to do on my stories is to make sure I display different body styles, right? Or types. Not everybody is my size. Not everybody is Katie's size. Not everybody is Yanil's size. So you want to show people that our 3 steps can work for almost anybody, okay? If you do not have an unfold story up, I want you guys to do that right now. I know I said we're going to do a post, but guys, I want you to work on your unfold story because that is so, so key. And I had a conversation with a girl last week, and she was like, well, I can't find time to post on my stories. Well, unfold stories, that's what you utilize those for. When you're busy, like for me, I was at the mall yesterday for 3 hours. I knew that I couldn't be on my stories. So what did I do? I did an unfold story. That's working for me while I'm away doing what I need to do. So when I come back, I can then go and follow up with those people from that unfold story. If you are not creating unfold stories to put on your stories, guys, you are doing yourself a disservice, hands down. Okay. So I want you guys to take the next 5 to 10 minutes, grab a couple of photos, before and after photos, and create you an unfold story. If you have questions on where to go, where to start, drop them in the chat. But I don't want to bore those who are used to doing unfold stories. So you guys take the next couple of minutes to do that. And guys, whenever you're creating these unfold stories, do not compare your unfold stories to anyone else's besides yours, okay? I know so many of us get caught up in, oh, my story doesn't look like that person's story. Who cares? Your story is your story, okay? You're going to get better at those the more that you do it, but you won't ever perfect them, guys, if you don't do them, okay? Lack thereof is not going to create a better unfold story. You have to start somewhere and then work your way up. Okay, so keep that in mind. Grab a couple of photos, pick a background that suits you, and use the same template, guys. You don't have to go and like get a bunch of different templates to, you know, create this bomb unfold. Do we like a good unfold? Absolutely. But if you're someone who's like, you know what, this is like my second unfold, stick with one template, guys. It's okay. Stick with that and utilize that and work through it. And Katie, I know we are short on time, so we can go over to Friday. I can tell you that if you are on my team, this is my nice way of saying you better have your unfold story up or create it before I come and find you guys, okay? So hopping on over to Friday is all yours, sister.
So for Fridays, I like to share. I said like I said, being human, showing people what you're doing on the weekends. Like not every single post needs to be about business. Not every single post needs to be about product. Because I will tell you, if every post is, go take a look at your own timeline. If it is only about business and it's only about product, like yes, there are like tons of rank advancement bonuses popping off. I'm not saying that. I'm not referencing that, but I'm saying when you're looking at your own posts and you're looking at your own content, if all you're posting is business and product, remember that you are human and that you live a life outside of this too. Share with people and share that with people on the weekends. That's what I like to do, at least. I know a lot of people like to, we don't shut our doors, but it's also giving people a glimpse into the life of, right, behind the scenes look. What does a Friday night look like now versus what it used to look like before for you? So Fridays, I like to do one of two things. I like to do a freebie Friday where I do a game of like, whether it's like you say happy, I say Friday, and I'm handing out a few different freebies, right? Maybe, you know, credits are dropping. So this would be a time where if I want to maximize my credits, if you don't know how to maximize your credits, go into Beyond a Million in the search bar, type in credits. There will be a whole section as to how you can maximize on them, where I will go live and I will tell them what the, you know, what the special is for the month with the credits that I have. So if I have $400 in credits and I want to, yes, follow up Friday too. That is another thing. I'm glad you said that because it made me think of it. If you are not already tracking the people that you have conversations with, and you find it hard to do follow-ups because you're like, oh my God, there's just so many messages in my messenger and there's just so many messages on Instagram. And I'm like, I don't know how to find people. Like, it's just too much. Like, they'll reach out to me. No, keep a list. Like, I don't care if it's like a notebook. Grab a notebook and write it down. Write down people that you've had conversations with, customer and promoter wise. Take this time, like get organized with it. Don't stress over it. Like literally grab a notebook, dedicate it to your follow-ups and freaking write down a name really quick. When you have someone either have a conversation with, or maybe it's someone that you're noticing that is constantly loving on your posts, right? Write their name down. Write down people you send trials to. Don't let 2 weeks go by and be like, oh shit, did you ever get your trial? Did you use it? Like, I know it's been 2 weeks. Like, yeah, I finished it a week and 4 days ago. Oh, great. How was it? Being intentional with your follow-ups. Again, if you don't know how to follow up, go into Beyond a Million, go into the unit section. Follow-ups are there, broken down up to trial customers, purchasing customers, returning customers, people on auto ship, all sorts of different follow-ups. So do not miss out on those. But sharing a glimpse into the life. Freebie, freestyle. What does freestyle mean? What are you doing this weekend? Share that with people. Don't overthink it. I want to touch on Saturday and Sunday too really quick so you guys can jot down some ideas. So Saturday, I know for myself, like I like to talk about, I know on the weekends, right, with opportunity and freedom. Those are two things that you tap into as well too, Brett. I know you just shoved food in your mouth just to guess. Okay. So opportunity and freedom. So what does that look like for you? Again, look at your pillars. What is one thing that you're able to do, right? Are you a parent? Do you have kids, right? Even if you don't have kids, I don't have kids, right? So if you're on the parent side and you're able to spend time with your children, that's an opportunity. Some people don't have that, right? Maybe they wish they had more of it. Share that with people. Again, it's having that opportunity of time, right? That freedom of time. If you don't have kids, right? I know this was brought up, I think, last week. Like, what do I do if I don't have kids? Hey, me either, right? We just got fur babies running around. I share how I used to work on the weekends. I used to work 7 days a week. I used to work like 70 hours a week. Not saying I don't do that like at home now, but like I'm not running around to 3 different jobs, right? So with that being said, I'm showing that freedom of time, having control over my time. Someone else doesn't control me clocking in and clocking out on a weekend, where most people look forward to Fridays. They're like, oh my God, it's the weekend. I never had that. Like never had that because I always worked Sunday through Saturday. When it comes to opportunity, when it comes to business, we have 5 different areas that we can tap into. We have business. We have the money side. We have the travel side. We have the auto bonus. If that is something that you're working towards this month, share that shit. Share it. Share it. If you're running after 12K and you're running after that auto bonus, keep in mind we can't throw numbers out, like dollar amounts out there, right? But you can share with people how you're running towards this. A freaking car bill is the second highest bill in a household. I like to do something a little along the lines of where I had my car repossessed, in 2019. And I went from repossessed to recovered. I recovered my life through this opportunity, and I switched it around to, I get an auto bonus every month. I don't even have a car. I gave back that repurposed vehicle. I said, take it. I can't afford it. And now we're getting an auto bonus every month, even without a vehicle. Sharing, let's say if you are getting it right now and you don't have a luxury vehicle, share you standing in front of your car. Do you know how many times people think, and especially in the network marketing industry, that you have to have a white Cadillac, or you have to have a white Mercedes, or you have to have the same vehicle that every other freaking person in the company has, because so many other companies have that? They're like, well, if you don't buy this brand with this interior and this and this and this and this and this and this and this, they're like freaking clones. Everyone's got the same car. Everyone's doing the same thing. I'm like, none of y'all are different. You don't even need to have a car. I don't care if you're driving a van. I don't care if you're driving a pickup. I don't care. Take a picture in front of that. If you do not have it yet, but you are running towards it, take a picture in front of your car and tell a story about it, right? This is the vehicle that we drive around to support our family. This is the vehicle that gets me from point A to point B, and point A to point B. And now I have another vehicle that's also now I'm in another vehicle on the social media world that is going to be paying for this one that I'm standing next to, right? That is going to cover this monthly, this monthly bill, right? Tie in your story, tie in your pillar, bring out that creativity. So that's opportunity wise. And then when it comes to freedom, share what you're working towards, share your visions. Every single day, if you're not doing this already and you don't have goals in mind, I challenge you to start tonight. Write down 5 goals you have. What are 5 goals you have in life? What are 5 goals you have in business? Where do you want to be at the end of 2021 instead of just flying through and being like, well, that's January 1st again. ding, 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 round 3 or whatever, round 2, like whatever. Share those goals with people because this is the vehicle that is going to provide you that freedom, right? To achieve those goals. It's going to, people want to see what you're running after. People don't want to just see the glitz, the glam, the perfect picture, the, oh my gosh, go for it. You guys don't, yeah. She was like,
and also, guys, go live, okay? I talk to you guys about this all the time. Every live does not have to be an Opportunity Live event, okay? Just go live, have fun. Like, I love to see Jen whenever she goes live with her and her husband and her little bird on her shoulder. Like, people just need to see you. You will never, and I want you guys to hear me very clear. You will not grow your audience. You will not grow your customers, your promoters, like all of the above, if people cannot relate to you. You cannot be picture patty every single day and expect for people to say, oh yeah, I want some of that. No, guys, go live, have fun, do your Opportunity Live events, yes, but also show people that you are human, okay? Do a random live. Like, I went live in my car and I was like, oh, this is so weird. Like, I have never went live in my car, right? But I have fun. Have fun, guys. So many of us are like this so uptight because we haven't hit a rank, and who gives a crap? Have fun. Have fun. That's it.
I love that and just because I'm close with Jen, and like Jen does this too, where she's like, I'm gonna go live in my car, and I'm like, but that shows real life. She's like, this is like the 5 minutes I get without someone crawling up my butt saying, Mom, like that shows real life. Who cares if it's not the perfect lighting? If you have good light, cool. But like if you don't, guess what? You're showing someone else that's sitting in their car watching your video saying like, oh my God, I could do this right here. I don't need a desk. I don't need an office. I don't need a ring light. Like I can literally start right now. Like I can do this with what I have. Like that's what you want to show. And the number one thing, just like Britt said, if you're not having fun while doing this, people are going to know. People are going to be like, oh my God. She's like trying to make it like, she's like, ooh, like I feel the pain. I feel the pain, right? So if it's something that you're not enjoying, if you do not enjoy making long, extensive posts, go live. If you like going live, go live. If you like making fun videos, make fun videos that incorporate the story that you're trying to portray. I feel like there was, the other thing I wanted to wrap it up with, and Tracy shared this with me last night, where she was saying going live has a lot to do with your energy, right? We always say like, bring that energy to the table, and often we confuse it with nervousness, where she was sharing how right before we go live, we're sitting there, we're like, oh my God, I'm sweating. I don't like going live. It makes me nervous. Like, oh, I'm going to puke and probably crap myself at the same time, right? I'm sweating, I'm shaking, I'm fumbling over my words, the whole 9 yards. And she was saying how she was watching a video where they were like, change that high frequency energy of being nervous to excitement. Do not wait for, like, you're not going to calm down, okay? You're not going to calm down. Don't sit there for 20 minutes thinking your nerves are going to go away, because as soon as you hit start, you're going to hold your breath for a hot second, okay? We still get nervous 4 years later, all right? So instead, what Tracy was saying, that instead of when that nervousness comes in, literally sit there with the live ready to go and be like, I'm excited, hit the button. Like, you don't have time to think about it. You just say, I'm excited. Switch that energy from nervousness to excitement, because it's at that same frequency level. They're both high energies. 3, 2, 1, go. I do that shit today. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. Okay, you hit go. You can't go back now unless you cancel the whole thing. Okay? And I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna be like, go, Chip. There she goes. Chicken out cake. Good job. Like, you know what I mean? So just switch it over to high energy. It's normal to be nervous. It's normal to be uncomfortable. And if you're not getting uncomfortable and you're just like sweet sailing, we got to shake your boat a little bit. Okay. So on that note, we've got about 20 minutes before the Sunday huddle tonight. Thank you everybody for popping on. Again, if you have questions, reach out. Make sure to check out those units. There's so much stuff in there, and we will see y'all in 20 minutes next month. Yeah. Wait, Britt, are you coming back next Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
I may still be hungry.
Same.
Hungry.
Same.
I may still be hungry from Cabo.
I might still be hungover from food, okay, and LaCroix. Yeah. Anyways, okay. I wasn't sure if you were extending or coming back. So we'll be back next Monday. Okay. Okay. We'll see you in 20 minutes. Love y'all. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Shit. Where's the end button? Where'd it go?